Hello, everyone. Welcome to LOCKBEARD PHENOMENA number 73, going in circles, which seems we do a lot of that in the cryptid space community, whatever you want to call it. We're just constantly having to come back and revisit this thing or that because some new piece of information's come out, or we feel like we need to remind newbies or inform newbies of problems that we've had in the past. It is Saturday, December 3rd, 2022, 6 p.m. Central Time. That is when we always do this live stream. So, put the word out. The sub count hasn't gone up on YouTube on the new channel, and it definitely hasn't risen high enough on Rumble. So you saw in the chat I put on there, even if you've never been to Rumble and you don't plan to ever use it, go to Rumble anyway. Use that link. It takes you directly to my channel on Rumble. Go over there anyway. Sign up. I think you have to sign up or make a basic account, but that's no big deal. You know, just pretend like it. Look, you need to do this anyway, because if YouTube fails you, you need this is an alternative to YouTube, and it's probably the best poised to take over for YouTube when YouTube potentially, look, YouTube, whether you like it or not, I don't care what side of the political aisle you are, YouTube participated in meddling in our selection of leader. They will deny this, and they continue to censor people who say various things, challenging things the government has told us, especially in the last 2.5 years, that were complete lies. And I've told you they're complete lies. And bits of evidence are coming out now proving I was right. So everyone who fucking told me that I was crazy or didn't believe me, you need to eat some goddamn crow. Admit it. I wasn't full of shit, and I was right. And even though they haven't fully admitted the entire thing was a goddamn fraud, all of it, all kinds of stuff, but the major stuff, you know what I'm talking about, all fraud, all fucking fraud. And I told you, and people don't listen. There's so many things I tell people when you finally check. Because a lot of people, they hear the stuff and they dismiss it out of hand. They haven't researched shit. They don't know shit, but they dismiss it out of hand without checking information for themselves. Check it. Don't fucking dismiss it. Check it. Actually get informed. See, this is the problem with America today. People aren't fucking informed as shit. They don't know a goddamn thing. They know what they've been programmed to believe. If you're watching the TV, for one thing, you're getting programmed. If you're watching the TV, you're programmed. Even if you think, oh, no, I'm not programmed, blah, blah, blah. No, you're goddamn programmed. Go get deprogrammed. Turn the goddamn TV off. Throw it away. I haven't had a TV in years. But goddamn it, stop being a program, easily led freaking slave. Everything they've told you is a goddamn lie. And if you check everything I fucking tell you, eventually you're going to come to understand that I am fucking right. I like being right. That's why I try to be right all the time. If I'm wrong, I would like you to please prove that I'm wrong. Don't just say it, because it's you know, most people, they just say, oh, you're wrong, blah, blah, for this, you know, but they never prove it, and they can't prove it because I pretty much know what the fuck is going on. there's certain things we can't really know, but I know, and I've paid attention, and but most people haven't. Most people haven't. They think they have, but they haven't. They haven't. So anyway, Rumble is a YouTube alternative that is free speech, where they don't say this thing is misinformation and that thing is misinformation, but it's a lie. Like when YouTube says it's misinformation, almost every time it's a goddamn lie. YouTube is lying. YouTube's pushing the misinformation. YouTube is pushing misinformation, and by calling other things misinformation when they're not. And they're actually censoring these things, which should not be done to American citizens, period, because we have freedom of expression. That's what the Nazis do. That's what the Nazis did, and that's what they're doing now. They're the new Nazis. Now, they'll call you the Nazis because this is all part of their routine. Lie to you, make you think you're the one that's guilty of what they're doing. You're a racist while they are being racist. And there's been plenty of people explain how they're being racist by the shit that they're doing. So I hate to go down that route, but it's just a reality. Go over to Rumble. You'll actually see some shit that's some truth. You'll see some actual free expression. But I need everyone. No one is exempt here. Everyone go to Rumble, please, and subscribe to the channel over there, because I cannot live stream over there. You know, YouTube won't monetize me. You know, maybe they'll monetize me in the future, but I can't seem to reach that level because I keep getting, accounts deleted, and I can't get there. So I'm not making any money here. I'm screwed over here. And at some point I may just, give up for a while of trying to stay on YouTube, because I'm having all these problems from pansy ass snowflake little bitches that like the flag videos. Although I'm about to tell you, there's apparently some lies going on around that. But if they had any effect on things, they're still being pansy ass snowflakes. I can't believe that guy is acting like a goddamn far left snowflake. He's woke. He's being woke. He believes in canceling people. Oh, I'm going to go cancel him because he did this, which I did not do, and YouTube told me he lied about that. Although I'm still in violation apparently, but that had nothing to do with him apparently, according to YouTube. But anyway, go to Rumble and subscribe to the channel. Even if you don't plan on ever going back to Rumble, go make an account, subscribe to the channel. Because I can't, either I got to pay, because this is where the monetization comes in, right? I don't have money to pay to live stream to Rumble. I just don't fucking got it. I've been running to the ground lately, and that's just the way it is. And so I can't pay, because you either got to pay to live stream on Rumble or get over 100 subs. So I need 100 subs. So everyone go over there and subscribe, please. That link is in the chat. Maybe Mr. Lee or somebody can keep popping it back up. Don't forget, don't put it off there. I've had people tell me, oh, I'm going to go do it, and then they never do, because they put it off and then they forget and they don't got the. Don't put it off. Do we? Maybe we should wait. We'll wait for 30 seconds while everybody goes do it. How about that? Please go over there and subscribe. I've been over there this whole time. All the content that's been deleted from YouTube is on the Rumble channel. So I'm not even going to try and upload the back stuff again, because they shut the channel again down over here on NaziTube, YouTube, then it's just all going to be gone again. But it's all over on Rumble. It's not going anywhere. It's free speech zone. I can post whatever the hell I want on Rumble. And I think more and more people are going to go to Rumble, because YouTube is NaziTube. They censor you. They'll sit here and try to, they love to see Kanye get criticized on YouTube, right? Because Kanye said some anti blah 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 stuff, But the fucking fact is that YouTube is acting like the people that murdered the people that Kanye is talking shit on. They are exactly like the people. It's just ridiculous. It's so goddamn ridiculous. I think a lot of people on the left still can't fucking see this shit. It's just like, are they brain dead? They're just thoroughly programmed. They're thoroughly programmed. If you're a member of the Democrat Party, I'm sorry, I got to do this. If you're a member of the Democrat Party, they have been proven the party is corrupt as fuck. I don't care if you believe in some of the ideals of the Democrat Party. The fact is you should be getting the fuck out and disavowing the Democrat Party because they have thoroughly been proven to be corrupt. Now, the Republicans are too, but they're not. It doesn't appear to be to this extent. This is ridiculous. And the fact that they aren't marching people like everyone out, Biden on down, everyone out and into jail right now. Everyone should be in goddamn jail. It's a proven fact that we got that straight up treason going on. Fuck. All right. Let's. Yeah, you shouldn't be in the Democrat Party. That's go join the Libertarian Party. Go join the Middle Party. I don't give a shit. The Democrat Party is thoroughly corrupt. The leadership, anyway. Not all the people. Not all the people on the street, but I mean, I have to say it. I have to goddamn say it. If you're still calling yourself a Democrat and you also think of yourself as a good person, what are you fucking doing? You know, are you a good person? Because a good person should leave the goddamn party. I am sorry. You should not be in that fucking party if you're a good person. If you don't like hey, this is Lockbeard. Fucking shit's gonna be real here. You know? You need some goddamn tough love. If you get the fuck out of that party. Thoroughly corrupt. Guilty of violating the rights of millions of U.S. citizens and guilty of treason. You don't want to be part of that. You really don't. You don't want to be a Nazi sympathizer because that's the equivalent of what you fucking are if you support that party. That's just a fact. Go fact check that shit. Fuck. All right, so let's see who's here. Angel, Uncle Bones, Mr. Lee, welcome to the chat. Sorry for the political chaos. Donald says, damn, was looking on the wrong channel for you. Yeah. Well, you're here now, Donald. Thanks for coming. Donald says, hi, folks. I got some things to say about scammers and grifters we need to be aware of. I witnessed in the chats and on channels, and I'm tired of it. Yes. I mean, it's funny how you got. You want me to say anything about that, or you want to? You can go on all you want, man. Dude's claiming his dog was attacked by Dog Man. All right. Hopefully, most of you people know that Dog Man is a complete bullshit thing. It's completely made up. If you don't understand that, what the fuck? Why are you even here? This is where we get into the fence rider stuff. I see people treating some people that I have talked about and told you and explained to you how they are full of shit and they are liars and they're scammers. And you still are being nice to them. Like, don't say hi to them. Why are you here if you're still going to those channels and being nice to those people who are liars and scammers and hoaxers? And we are against that here. Let's get this fucking straight. We're totally against that bullshit here. There will be no tolerance for hoaxers. No, that's a totally separate community. We're not the same fuckers. We are not the same people. There's not one cryptic community. There's two. There's the scammers and hoaxers over here. Your vault of nonsense. Your LIB. I've told you guys that guy's is bullshit. I proved it. Go back and watch the old episode. It's over on goddamn Rumble where we talked about him. And you still want to go over and watch this guy? Do you want truth or you want fucking lies? Make up your goddamn mind. Because you're not getting the goddamn lies here. You're getting them over there. And I told you. What the fuck are you doing? Stop riding the goddamn fence. Stop it. Because we don't need to mingle. We're not the same. We're two totally fucking different things. Two totally fucking different things. There's legit inquiry over here. Scientific method, actual scientific method is what we respect over here. Logical thought, critical thinking. And then you got bullshit like those people. And I want to make sure that there's a very clear fucking line drawn. I am sick of these fucks. I am sick of them. You know why? Is because we need to get to the answers. We need to get to the truth. People who stand into the way of legitimate science, advancing mankind, are actually guilty of a crime against all of humanity, who are actually putting us at greater risk of all fucking dying. It's hard to make people understand this because they don't think. People don't think along these lines and understand. Look, if we're not, at some point, every civilization ends when it meets a wall that it cannot surpass, right? You meet a wall you cannot surpass. If there's a big enough rock falling out of the sky and you're not technologically capable of stopping it, your civilization just fucking died. Now, how much blame for that can go on people that slowed down scientific progress in that society? A whole lot, I think. This bugs me. I don't like it. It pisses me off. These people are actually putting our lives on the line because they're standing in the way of scientific progress. Now, just because this is a Bigfoot subject and you might think, well, it doesn't have anything to do with anything. You don't know. It just contributes to the entirety of the idea that scientific pseudoscience, I should say, pseudoscience should be allowed to slow down the progress of society. Kind of like I've brought up flat earthers before. We always see these goddamn flat earthers show up, and I've said it. Like, if your flat earth crap is online and a kid sees it, and you've sabotaged the education of that child. That child could have been the next Nikola Tesla, but you sent them down a rabbit hole that had a dead end on it. It was bullshit, easily proven bullshit, and you destroyed their scientific career. We could be one Nikola Tesla away from saving humanity from the next big wall that we're going to come against, and you destroyed that, and you basically destroyed one concept like flat Earth could destroy civilization in 10 years and 20 years, maybe even 100 years. Sooner or later, we're going to come across some kind of obstacle for our civilization that can't be stopped unless we reach a certain level of scientific advancement that allows us to have the power to overcome that obstacle. So you people that are flat earthers or standing in the way of scientific advancement in any way are guilty of a crime. If I see it, I'm calling it out, right? You are trying to murder humanity. So it may seem like an insignificant issue over here or this over there. It doesn't matter. The entire society needs to have the ideal of embracing true science and not a bunch of bullshit, not allowing ridiculous crap to just proliferate without being challenged. And it will be challenged. So I'm telling you, either, if a Bigfooter shows up and they tell you they're a flat earther, let me tell you something. They can't science their way out of a wet paper bag. They just can't. Because, so you can't trust what they're saying about Bigfoot. You can't. Or any goddamn thing else for that matter. They certainly shouldn't be allowed to raise a child. That poor child's going to be completely screwed. Look what happens to the children of vegans. Some of them freaking die because their vegan parents freaking kill them with a vegan diet. It's an absolutely ridiculous concept. It's easily proven not to be true. It's completely anti-scientific. But You still got vegans out there because it's not science. It's a goddamn cult. So this shit has to be goddamn stopped. You know, it's not just I want answers to certain questions. Although that's enough, I should be mad about that. If someone's stopping me from getting to answers for certain questions, I have a right to be fucking mad at you. But it's also about a collective attitude for humanity that 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 we stick to straight scientific advancement. We don't allow these ridiculous concepts over here and over there to sabotage the thinking process of our citizens, especially children. It's about saving humanity. It could literally, you know, I mean, it's just if you can't really wrap your mind around the possibility that some ridiculous pseudoscientific bullshit could snowball into a problem that prevents humanity from surviving one day, then I don't know what to do with you. I'm trying to explain myself, but again, I told you I'm not the best at explaining what's going on in here. Dog man injured my dog, says Vault. It's a goddamn lie. It's a goddamn lie. You know, because there's no dog man. Prove there's a goddamn dog man. Prove there's a fucking dog man. Can't do it. I mean, at least with Bigfoot, we got enough, you know, got a larger mass of accounts and physical evidence that makes sense. Donald says, lucky people don't know where you are, man. Yeah, I know. Scammers showing themselves. Do we really need that, Donald? Do we really need that? Uncle Bones needs locking up. No. Grifter's full of grift. Yesterday was sickening watching. Yeah. Dog man injured my dog. Oh my God. A little fired up today, I guess. Michael says, Mr. Fuller, are we locking you up and to me and the beagle? Oh yeah. Leave that beagle alone. Treesome. What the hell? What are you talking about, Mr. Lee? That attack was a joke. Don't take it serious. Which attack? Donald says, but the line is just as bad as the joke I made with you. YouTube plays games all the time. They do. I'm fucking sick of their bullshit. Hopefully it's about to come down, though, because with the crap coming out on Twitter, you know, that Twitter's like the people that were controlling that whole scenario at Twitter are guilty of some major bullshit. That's why what's her name, Vendaya or whatever her name is, she was crying because she knew. Elon, because I bet she didn't think anyone was going to be able to take her control away from Twitter, and she was using Twitter to manipulate our selection process for a leader. I'm not sure if I can say the actual word because YouTube might take it down. YouTube's censoring all this shit. They censor so much truth. Legitimate inquiry, says Mr. Lee. Yes. Let's get legitimate. Yeah. Let's get titmate. Scientific progress, says Mr. Lee. Yes. Flat Earth nonsense. Yeah. Yep. Donald says, I may not be scientifical, but I'm got him a brain. Yeah. That was another thing he said. Okay, if you're not scientifical, that means, Vault, that you can't speak on the idea. You can't speak on evolutionary biology. You can't. Because you don't understand. I have people asking me questions about evolution every so often that shows that they don't actually understand it. That's why they can't imagine how it works. They don't understand it. They ask a question as if it's a gotcha question, right? Oh, why aren't there humans walking out of the jungle now, turning out of apes? Because that's not how it fucking works. You don't understand how evolutionary biology functions. So you shouldn't ask the damn question because you look like a goddamn idiot. I'm sorry if any of you have ever asked that question, but it shows that you're uneducated, you're ignorant of the subject. That's why you don't believe in it, is because you don't understand how it works. I suggest that everyone just say, look, whatever God you believe in is powerful enough to create evolution. So there's your route. Everything's cool, right? Your God created evolution. Call it good. But it's a well proven, solid science. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Fuck that. We need science. We don't need bullshit right now. Just because your Bible doesn't mention it doesn't mean it isn't real. There, nowhere does it say thou shalt not believe in evolution in there. No, it doesn't. So stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Damn, we had to go on two of the forbidden subjects, didn't we? Do not murder humanity, peeps, says Mr. Lee. Welcome to Nikki. Welcome. I don't know what she said there, but she said something. Mr. Lee says, if you are living in a wet paper bag, break out and free yourself now. Yeah, but these people, they can't science their way out of a paper bag, Mr. Lee. They're completely are unable to do anything. Billy Bob is a new name up in here. Welcome. Says, seems to be a thing these days that people are believing abnormal should be now known as normal. The worst is the world is nuts. Yeah, the world is nuts. They lost their damn mind the last 2 years. Donald says, first game I've been witness to several times in chats from Bigfoot to drag racing is these poor people saying they are homeless and living in their car, saying they are hungry and need help. What? They prey on people's kindness as a weakness and people fall for it. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they're lying. Sometimes it's real. Donald says, Lucky Vault, did not say that I was joking with you in the DMA. I'm not sure what your Vault did not say that I was joking with you in the. That sentence doesn't make any sense. I don't know what you're saying. Donald, I was listening and subbing to Rumble. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard, I can no longer leave messages on your channel. Yeah, I saw that, Mr. Lee. Look, that don't have it because it's a different channel now. I think that YouTube's flagged you for some reason. They're messing with you. They're messing with you. Donald says, friends, please don't fall for that scam. It's going around on a lot of different chats on all kinds of lives. Bill Boss says, no one has ever found a half human, half dog skeleton, and no one has ever fallen off the edge of the flat earth. That is true. Michael's here. Welcome. He says, Mr. Fuller, you don't believe people might be living in their cars? Well, I mean, I am. So, Michael says, hell, I was conceived in a Cadillac and born on a school bus. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, so obviously YouTube's not backing down on the deletion of my first account, which took both of my active YouTube channels that were attached to that account. And because they claim I was definitely in violation of their policy with some of those short videos. Now, I believe I can make a case for how they're not, because we can find materials on YouTube that are definitely in violation, yet they're still there. And I think that the reason why they had a problem with those videos is because I was very effectively sticking it to leftist woke morons, and they didn't like it because YouTube, again, is selectively enforcing their policies against people of a particular political belief. They are stretching it to make some people be, because like I don't believe that the videos were actually in violation. but YouTube's not listening. But what YouTube did tell me is that Vault did not get my account taken down. So for to believe with the guy's case, because he said the videos were reviewed by people, YouTube, and then another technicality led to the second account coming down, but that's another thing. But anyway, but basically they said Vault had absolutely nothing with my accounts getting taken down. He's lying. Now maybe they flagged my videos, but he was sure quick. He was sure quick to claim that he had the clout and ability to take down a channel. Well, I'm in email communication with someone at YouTube who's telling me no, that's not how it went down. And so but Vault's quick to take credit for shit all the time that isn't true, right? You can speculate as you wish in the chat as to which things he's claimed to be responsible for, claimed to have done, that there is no proof that he's done, and he probably did not do. So anyway, so YouTube says Vault did not get my channel taken down. And so, again, we see Vault claiming some bullshit that there is no evidence for him doing it. There's no evidence that he was responsible for it. He was trying to talk like he was this big shot, like, oh, I'm a YouTube partner, blah, blah. I guarantee YouTube gives zero fucks about you. YouTube gives zero fucks about you. They give zero fucks about me, other than they don't like some of my political commentary in political videos. Why? Because I'm right. I'm goddamn right. There's no need to hide things if they are false, because the best way to deal with incorrect speech is with correct speech. Someone's saying something that's wrong over here, we'll say that it's that say that they are wrong and say why, provide evidence. Free expression is how you deal with incorrect speech. You don't censor people. You just don't fucking do it. And you let them hang themselves. Let them say whatever bullshit they want so people can see the idiotic shit that they say and come down on them. Donald says, Michael, they show up, never been seen in them chats before. They do it on all different kinds of lives. Same thing, people living their cards, needing money. What in the hell? You can't... Is there a fake account on here? Trying to be Donald or something? Because like you're saying weird stuff that don't seem to fit, and the sentences aren't lining up right. Angel says, Michael, I know the one he is talking about showing up on different channels. Mr. Lee says, ticket to the man. Donald says, well, did not say his dog was attacked by a dogman. I was using that as an example. You could say Brendel was attacked. Oh, I thought you said that he did say that. I thought you said they did say that. Why'd you say that? Like, just say what he actually said. Just say, like, don't speculate, because we don't need speculation. Like, because the other night, on Pat's channel where Jeff said something and no one actually knows for sure, it's speculation. Why has he lost his teeth? Mentioning a certain drug and stuff like that. It kind of upset Pat a little bit, I think, because, you don't need incorrect information said. And, and it probably isn't correct. The answer is probably more along the lines of, he pissed someone off and they knocked his teeth out. he challenged the wrong person to a fight and he actually showed up and knocked his fucking teeth out. Probably. I don't know. I'm not saying it's exactly the case, but that's probably what it is. But, but let me say this. He keeps challenging people to a fight. I'm not interested. Vault, and you're counting on that. You're counting on that because you sit there and you make these violent threats and challenge people to a fight, and then you can say, "Well, they never showed up." because you know they're not going to show up. Most people are just people. We're not looking to fight over words on YouTube. You know, we're not, you know, and it doesn't mean anything. That the only thing it means that I don't show up is that I think that if I showed up, you would pull a weapon. That's what I think would happen. Because, you know, everyone's identified you as a complete pussy. That's why you have to talk yourself up all the time and act like you're Billy Badass. And you did all this shit, an impossible amount of shit, Vault, that that it's just impossible, you know. Yeah, you know, first you were in the military, then you were in Blackwater. Apparently you're also a minister for some goddamn reason. You're claiming that. Anything that is a claim to honorable or something to be you know, you're trying to suck up respect somehow. You're trying to paint yourself as something that can be respected, and no one's believing that you did any of this shit. At least no one that's thinking. You know, a lot of people are just saying, "No, this guy's just because you're just making too many claims. You're making too many claims. You expect people to." Because you know this is why this is why a lot of douchebags choose to become cops, because they want to get respect from people that they can't get based on their own merit. See, they're a person that doesn't deserve respect because they're a piece of shit. So they need to try it, but they want people to respect them. So they become a cop so they can put the badge on. And a lot of people immediately want to respect the uniform and the badge. They probably shouldn't be so quick to, because you need to realize that there are some douchebags out there that somehow managed to become cops. And then that's how you end up getting your fucking rights trampled on by cops. And then the other cops don't want to do anything about it. So that's another problem. You know, you don't have enough cops that are willing to arrest a fellow officer because he's a douchebag that should have never been allowed to be a cop. He's out there violating people's rights. He's out there becoming violent with people. He's up there trumping up charges, lying on the paper, falsifying paperwork. Cops are more likely to commit perjury than the average citizen is. How the fuck is that a problem if they're supposed to be the most fine, upstanding people? Well, it's because a lot of crappy turds become cops. And it makes that statistics like that. Cops go into court and they fucking lie. Not all cops, just the bad ones, but still, it's enough that throws the statistics out of balance like that. It should be less. It should be zero. Because if we had nothing but good cops, then there would be zero perjury from cops. But it's not. Not only do we have perjury committed by cops, it's above the average of the general population. So, you know, there's only only one way to explain that is we got bad cops. So yeah, man, yeah, be careful saying stuff though, man, because I thought that was something he actually said. You know, be careful saying so. Like, but we need to try and make sure the only things are said that are legitimate facts. Legitimate facts. We got to be really careful. You know, and a lot of times connotation doesn't come across in these messages. You know, I don't know that it's tongue in cheek. I don't know it's tongue in cheek. I don't know it's a joke. I don't know that it's sarcasm. I don't know that from typed words. So everyone needs to learn this on the goddamn internet. Be extremely, extremely precise with your words when they're typed out. There's so much that doesn't come across. We don't see your face. We don't see you smiling. We don't see you smirking. We don't understand there's sarcasm. We don't get all that in the typed words. So you have to be extremely precise about what you're saying. Don't, you know, I can't stress that enough. There's been so many misunderstandings on the internet because of this stuff. You can't just type and assume people know what you're meaning. And even if you think, oh, well, everybody is going to understand this. No, they're not. No, they're not. Someone's going to make a mistake and not understand it correctly. You got to be extremely precise. And if it's a joke, say this is just a joke in bold letters. Put that ahead of it. I'm making this up. Like, you got to be specific and precise. Michael says, I don't doubt for a minute there are scammers. Just saying some people are experiencing hard times, so to hell with them all. Yeah, I mean, you can't say that. Some people are experiencing hard times. Fuck, I am, you know. So you can't throw them all. Can't throw them all out. But I'm a little. Is this even Donald? Because it just something seems off. Teach me how to recognize people who need help, says Michael. Donald says there's resources legit people go if they in need. Someone has have never seen chat before, not on the channel, but some others I watch. Uncle Bone says kick fake Donald out, Lockbeard. Does it seem? You think he's a fake? Is this a fake? Because something seems off. Billy Bob says, I tried to watch one of Valt's videos, and all I learned is that his parents were possibly brother and sister. Donald says, it wasn't a speculation. I said it as a joke to you when we were talking about your financial situation. Tell people that as a joke. I didn't mean for you to say it. I should have used, something. Because, I mean, you got to be very, 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 very careful about typed words. Mr. Lee says, yes, I've seen a lot of bad policemen. Some are good, though, just saying. No one says, if your 26 guns were stolen out of a buddy's house and you were a deputy sheriff, wouldn't you put your uniform on and go to where this happened and find out where them guns went? Again, I mean, there's a lot to this that I don't think a lot of people watching this right now know what you're referring to. I kind of think I know what you're talking about, but but I'm not 100% sure. I would say that if you are an officer who is personally the victim of a crime, you should not be the one to deal with the perpetrators. It should, because you're connected, you're the victim. So it should be other officers should handle that. Michael says, oh, what a tangled web we weave when the extra card falls from our sleeve. Sound good, but what does it mean? I don't fucking know. I don't know what the hell anybody's saying right now. Mr. Lee says, I'm hoping that the peeps know me by now. I joke around a lot. Donald said, live chats isn't the place to look for help unless you're a scammer. I don't know about that. I mean, the reality is a lot of YouTubers, we're trying to make a business out of this, right? Because like if I'm able to build this to doing everything I want to do with it, where it's extremely time consuming. I've already spent thousands and thousands of hours on this. So, either this needs to become the full-time occupation, which means there needs to be income, because I can't live on nothing. I can't live on nothing and then put all this time into YouTube and you know what I mean? And actually I don't have the money for the equipment I need. Like I said, I think I could go to a lot of these places and figure some shit out that they probably don't want me to. That's why they're trying to shut my channel down. But I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. So, and if I get tied too much to, like a regular, instead of independent work and stuff like that, if I get tied into, a normal 9 to 5 or, and having to work overtime, stuff like that, I don't have time to do anything. I can't even really be a weekend warrior hardly, because I wouldn't be making enough money and I don't have enough time. So, what are you going to do? People probably just go over there and watch Vault and give him money to lie and just make shit up. Because I guess, the majority of the people interested in these subjects are not interested in, people actually finding anything out. Well, nobody can find anything out if they aren't adequately funded and they don't have the time. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. I got to do something. I would rather do this, but I'm probably going to end up having to do something else. Have a shift in what I'm working on, and I won't have time. I won't have time to investigate Bigfoot stuff. I'll probably try to keep the at least this particular live stream going, but the reality is it needs to this venture needs to pay for itself, and it just hasn't, and it's been so much problems dealing with just douchebaggery and so now will I so I'm probably stepping back from YouTube quite a bit, and is what I'm saying, and there's just no way around it. I've tried to get the funding coming, and it's just a little bit's coming, but it's just not enough to justify me just trying to work only on cryptid stuff and filming stuff and putting it on YouTube and trying to find the answers to this bullshit. I mean, and there's some things. Well, I ain't gonna go into that, but Donald says that's freaking funny. Kick me out. Well, I don't know. You're saying weird stuff. Lil Kilroy is here. Welcome. Says I smell a troll. I mean, are you feeling this too? Brandy says moderate. Click on the name and go to the channel. See if it's Donald's channel. Did you go, Brandy? Because I don't know. Wish Lisa Donald a question. What do I always call you in email beginning with P? Uncle Bone says, is it Donald, I wonder? Just kidding, Donald. Well, no, I guess not. But I said it here. I just something. There's just I don't know what's going on. You're just not. You're sounding different. Well, in words. Mr. Lee says, Brandy, hello, and it's Donald. Well, you don't have to leave. It's just, I don't know. It was weird how you're talking. Mr. Michael says, I answer this question if you are the real Mr. Fuller. What did you do to that beagle? Mr. Lee says, Donald, we're just messing. Don't go, brother. Donald says, I'm sitting in the dark with my reading glasses broke. Sorry to hear that, Donald. Brandy says, y'all are nuts, or y'all play with your nuts, or the other. Uncle Bones. Welcome to the chat, Brandy. Mr. Lee says, Brandy, I do that sometimes. Hello and good night. What? Who are you, Fetterman? What do you mean good night? An apex predator. Brandy, where are you going? Says Mr. Lee. The Beagle Man, the Beagle. Billy Bob says, my ex was a Bigfoot. Donald says, why didn't you go with the job chance as a... Oh, because it's a long shot. And because I've applied for that before. I'm just reapplied. Well, Well, there's a multiple jobs in over there in that state. And it's not really like it's not paranormal. There's nothing paranormal about it. And this is a paranormal, supposed to be paranormal primarily. So it's not worth talking about unless I legitimately get it and am doing it. And I've applied to so many places, doing so many different things. So it's just not. I just don't see how it's really pertinent. Billy says she could stop a rock-wheeled car with those Fred Flintstone feet. What? Donald confirmed. Yeah, it's Donald. He's just talking strange in some of these comments. I don't know. Mr. Lee says, "Little Kilroy, good one, false fuller." Saying weird stuff. Good night, says Donald. Well, okay. I mean, and you screwed that beagle. I don't know what's going on here. Something's weird, but just sensing some negativity for some reason. But poor beagle screwed the pooch. Yeah. So anyway, that vault of clown world over there. That's why there's a clown face on the freaking thumbnail. YouTube basically said he lied. That he is not responsible for getting the channel taken down. And then the other issue was the fence straddling. Y'all need to stop straddling the fence. Stop it. There's two different communities here, not one. Two different types of activities going on when it comes to paranormal stuff. And there's the legitimate inquiry, and then there is the hoaxers and the bullshit artists. Your LIBs, your Vault of Clown World, all those people. Brandy says Woodstock is traumatized. Mr. Lee says, "LOCKBEARD, you will have some good fortune soon. I know it." Man, I hope so. Billy Bob says, "Do you want to end up inventing dogmen? Screwing beagles is how you end up with dogmen." Yeah. So I don't know. This is a few weeks ago. Once again, we got animals going in a circle. Some weird bullshit. Massive flock of sheep has been walking in a circle for 12 days straight in China. I don't know what the update is on this, though, but maybe we can take a look at this still. If it'll play. So, what is the cause of this? What's the... It's kind of strange. Why do these animals do this? The article reads, "There ain't no sleep with this counting. Dozens of sheep have been eerily walking around in a circle for 12 days straight in northern China's Inner Mongolia region. The bizarre behavior captured on surveillance video shows the large flock continuously marching clockwise in a nearly perfect circle on a farm. Some other sheep can be seen watching from outside the rotation, while others at times stand motionless in the center. Video of the strange scene was tweeted Wednesday by Chinese state-run outlet People's Daily, which reported the sheep are perfectly healthy and the cause of the behavior remains a mystery. The sheep owner, identified as Mrs. Mao, claimed the spectacle began with a few sheep before the whole flock joined in, Metro reported. Although there are 34 sheep pens at the farm, only the sheep in one of the pens, number 13, have been acting this way. They've been on the move since November 4th. It's unclear whether they stopped to eat or drink. Some have speculated the sheep's behavior could be caused by a bacterial disease called listeriosis, also known as circling disease. According to the sheep owner, a few sheep started walking in a circle before others joined in. The cause of the erratic behavior has yet to be determined. Initially, affected animals are anorectic, depressed, and disoriented. They may propel themselves into corners, lean against stationary objects, or circle toward the affected area, according to the Merck manual. Outbreaks typically occur as a result of spoiled or low-quality silage, according to the Merck manual. In sheep and goats, however, deaths usually occur within 24 to 48 hours after the symptoms are observed. So I don't think that's what it is. I don't think it's an illness because, well, one of the things is they're still alive after many, many days beyond the normal death that occurs. But also because the sheep, it's only occurring in one of the pens. If there's an outbreak of some kind, it would spread to sheep in the adjacent pens, but it has not. So that kind of throws a wrench into that idea that it's a disease. Mr. Lee says, yes, sheep are strange creatures, especially Welsh ones. My eyes is here. Welcome. She says, hey guys, dropping in now. I feel lost. Yeah. Aren't we all? Brandy says we should all just get along. Peace and harmony. Cheer up, Charlie. Nice. Hello there. Donald says, my number 2 issue I got with the grifter Volta bullshit. 49 minutes he came up with the money to buy an AKC registered puppy from plain, depressed, and lying. Try to see if being herded by a dog, well, you wouldn't have that perfect circle like that. Even if it was the disease, you still wouldn't have a perfect circle like that. There's something else going on here. Michael says, watch who those sheep back up to. They're the culprit. Billy Boss says 5G makes sheep walk in circles. 4G, I can't watch videos. 3G make cows act strange. Well, it's funny you're bringing that stuff up because I'm seeing this and I'm wondering, because I did that short video with the lion, and some people were saying it's having a seizure, but of course we don't know. And then one of the thing I suggested that was a possibility was that because the lion was looking as if it was circling some other entity there that you can't see, but that the lion sees, and it's something that's trying to get at it, and it's circling it, and it's trying to avoid it, but at the end it goes down and it appears to die or just spaz out or something, but it could have been attacked by an unseen entity of some kind that was preying on it for whatever it sustains it. But the other possibility is that these sheep are circling for the same reason that lion was circling for the same reason people in those videos on that documentary that I probably can't say the name of because YouTube censors shit, NaziTube censors shit, but it has to do with the outbreak that supposedly occurred across the globe 2.5 years ago. And the thing that they were putting into your veins in response to that. This documentary is on Rumble. The name of it is Died Suddenly. If you haven't seen it, go freaking watch it. If you haven't seen it, go freaking watch it. Anyway, you'll see videos in there of people that are just doing just fine, and all of a sudden they just kind of start looking off to one side and start kind of going in like that direction and circling, and then they fall over dead. Or they fall, some of them fell under a subway train. So what if the same thing that made that happen to those people is what's making this happen to the sheep, and what made that lion do what it did? Looking in one direction and kind of circling in that direction. Maybe the sheep are just, this is just how the sheep react, and that's how the lion reacts, and that's how the humans react, but it's all to the same thing. So what are they reacting to? Well, that lion probably wasn't being exposed to 5G, but if there's something being sprayed in the air, it could have been exposed to that. Not saying that's what it is. I'm not claiming. I'm just saying possibility. Possibility. Ask me how I know about the sheep, who the sheep back up to. It's the cell towers, man, says Billy Bob. Well, that's definitely a problem. That is definitely a health problem. Telecommunications industry does not want you to know that. But the fact is, those things are affecting your health. That is a goddamn fact. Donald says he told his followers that his YouTube revenue has dropped because of the video that Media Palace made, and the attacks I have made have caused his views to drop. He held his head down and continued, says Donald. Looked and sounded like a defeated man from all of this. Then he added on to sweeten the depression down that his place was into, and his 26 guns were stolen. His ad revenue was never something he could live on. He lives off grifting and these goofy raffles to hang out with him. Like he's something special you got to pay to go on a dogman investigation. Michael says, a sheep herder told me, of course. Of course. Mr. Lee says, what the hell? He meant sheep. He meant sheep, Mr. Lee. Come on. Keep up. Uncle Bone says, Mr. Lee, you have your wellies on? Only on Monday. Donald says, oh, I already read that one. Looked like the lion was having a fit to me. Maybe, but why was it looking in one direction and going in a circle like it was looking at something? So what if it was being stalked by something? An unseen, parasitic, or predatory creature? Mr. Lee, so you watch here. Did they actually put it on YouTube? I can't believe they actually put it on YouTube. Did they, Mr. Lee? I'm gonna have to check this. That's whatever that is an hour and 46 minutes. I'm already.
Why? do we never believe them?
Mr. Lee, I don't think that's it. It's not on YouTube. Whatever this isn't it, Mr. Lee. For one thing, it's too long. It's too long because it's not. This isn't it. It's on Rumble. It's not on YouTube. Whatever this is some kind of. And maybe they're trying to actually advertise for it here. I don't know, but this is not the documentary. It's not it.
Why do we never believe them?
It's like a preview, and then it's mostly just, if you look further in the video, most of it just shows the title of the movie, of the documentary. So that's not the actual documentary, Mr. Lee. Fast forward. Billy Bob says, could be a targeted energy weapon test. The government would definitely lie to us about it. Absolutely. Well, and the 5G towers can be converted to be a targeted energy weapon. Absolutely could. It's got the capability if they turn up the power. They'll try and say, oh, those things don't have enough power to. No. Yeah. What's to stop you from turning up the power? Donald says, that poor lion, I wanted to go out and give it a pat behind the ears. Maya says, hey, Donald, I sent you a cool map before I jumped on. No, it's not, Mr. Lee. That's not it. Go look. It just, at the beginning, it's like a trailer. And then it's just nothing. Donald says, okay, I'll check it out later. I'm going to work my map tomorrow. It was on YouTube, but I think it disappeared. If anyone actually put it on YouTube, YouTube would have taken it down because they're calling it misinformation. Which, as you know, when YouTube calls something misinformation, that means you need to like fact check YouTube because they lie. Maya says, sounds great, Donald. I'll be editing. Be awesome. So I don't know, but I mean, there could be some kind of energy, in some kind of energy vortex or something going on here, right? Look at that perfect circle. Like, why are they walking in such a perfect circle? Something's up here, or maybe someone's pulling a fast one. Did they train these animals to walk in a circle like that? Like a perfect. Look at it, it's perfect. Billy Bob says lots of reports from hundreds of birds falling dead out of the sky in random areas also. Yeah. Mr. Lee says, Lockbeard, you're right. That's not it. Yeah, that's not it. Go, Mr. Lee, look, man. Always go to Rumble. Always. Forget YouTube. YouTube, if you want the truth of stuff, you're not going to find it on YouTube most of the time because YouTube censors as much of the truth as they can. That documentary is over on Rumble. Like, don't even even if it comes on YouTube, don't watch it on YouTube. Watch it on Rumble. Get used to going to Rumble because Rumble has free speech. Arkansas snow geese. Goat man lives. Goat man. Let me see here. What do I got here? I got this pulled up. This is, I haven't even watched this yet. This is redacted news. If y'all haven't checked out redacted news on Rumble, don't watch it on YouTube. Watch it on Rumble. You got to get used to going to Rumble. Anyway, here's a episode of redacted news. Check it out. Check it out. Just do it. Go to Rumble. Go to Rumble. Subscribe to Lockbeard on Rumble. I need to get to 100 subs so I can live stream to Rumble. So when YouTube goes down, it probably will. It probably will. YouTube don't like me because, I don't push the right politics. But you'll always find me on Rumble. So if YouTube goes down, I need to get Rumble. It's going to take a little bit to get Rumble set up, right? So we need to get it done so that if YouTube does go down for me, there won't be an interruption in LOCKBEARD Phenomena live streams. We'll just jump over on Rumbles. And just remember, on Rumble. And just remember, like, if I'm gone on YouTube Saturday night, every Saturday the same time. I don't know. People are still asking sometimes what time. It's always the same. It's always the same time. It's always been the same time for a year and a half now. Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Time. If I'm not on YouTube, hopefully we get enough subs on Rumble, and you can just go over to Rumble, and hopefully I'll be able to go live on Rumble. But we got to make this happen fast. So go tell everyone, give them the link, tell them to get over on Rumble and subscribe to the channel there. I don't know how trainable sheep are to get them in that perfect circle. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking there's something else going on. I don't think it's a disease for the reasons mentioned. I'm thinking there's some kind of energy at play here. Some kind of energy vortex. Don't joke the goat. He's a bad dude. Mr. Lee says all 5 of me are subscribed to LOCKBEARD Rumble channel. Is there 5 of you over there? What the hell? See what I did? Bah, bah, bah. Mr. Lee laughing my ass off. Yeah. So that's that link there is to redacted news. So check that out. Billy Bob says, I hear there is supposed to be an investigation of Dorsey's Twitter for the whole Hunter laptop storage suppressions. Hopefully YouTube is next. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's starting there. We got that, it's just, actually, if you go to that redacted news link, watch that link, and then go to their channel, and you can see, like last night, where they were talking about as the Taibbi, I think is the name of the journalist, who was he dropped a whole bunch of numbered tweets, tweet 1, tweet 2, tweet 3, talking about this whole thing. And basically it's been proven, right? It's been proven that Twitter was censoring things and manipulating our leader selection process. This is just it's a fact. It's a fact. It's proven. So, which means we can start looking at other big tech as well, such as YouTube, and we can see very clearly that they've been manipulating too. So they're guilty of a crime. Some people running Google, running YouTube, Alphabet Corporation are guilty and should go to jail. No fines. Jail. Mandatory jail. You're guilty. You're criminals. You need to get the hell out of here, and then we can restore everyone's YouTube channels that you wrongfully shut down because of politics. Donald says, Lockbeard, what cash apps do you use? My PayPal is locked up from getting hit 6 months ago. Did you get hit on PayPal? I mean, I use Cash App now because somebody said they couldn't use PayPal either, so they said they can use Cash App. So it's just $Lockbeard. I think that's all you need to know. To the Cash App is $Lockbeard. If you do, thank you. Mice says Michael. R2D2 says beep beep. To that I reply beep bop boop. Yeah, beep bop boop. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you. Mr. Lee says R2D2 go back to tattooing. I didn't know R2D2 was a tattoo artist. He's been tattooing, huh? Awesome. Michael says R2, hello to you, little circle jerker. Man, you guys have no idea. Like, I had such a freaking great storyline for R2D2. Man, it would have been so awesome. Y'all should be writing them assholes saying, look, you need to get this guy to write some movies that are very heavy in some R2D2 action. And there's some serious. Now, it's going to be sad for a lot of people. Some of it, some shit that happens, but, well, it happens in the imagination of me. What I thought should be an R2D2 storyline, they didn't do R2D2 justice at all. They managed, it's funny, George Lucas is not, he's not all that. And he just accidentally caught some lightning in a bottle, basically. R2D2, they managed to have this fucking trash can have a whole lot of personality. That took some I just don't think he's that skilled. I think it's just I think it was just accidental. He accidentally fucking did something right back then, because then he came back with the prequels and made a steaming turd. And then he sold the business and fucked us all. Freaking dumb. All BB-8 says whiz blurp. Oh, fucking BB-8. Donald says won't be till later in the week, but yeah, I'll send you some help. Maybe get away from ramen for day 2. Thank you, Donald. Need to do R2D2 porn film. Bow chicka bow wow. Well, one, you don't like, because Star Wars should be fairly family friendly. But I mean, because it's the I don't want to say too much because I want to keep my as much of my R2 story as secretive as possible, and then those yahoos over there, if they want to make some good R2 shit, need to come and sign a contract with me to actually write the scripts out, and they have now, and we'll do some great shit with some R2D2. It's unfortunate that it's been so long though. I mean, we're years down the road now. So even if I wanted to try and use Mark Hamill, you really can't now. But we need to recast, right? and we need to recast with like what's that guy's name for Han Solo. What's that guy's name? I forget his name right now. I could find it though. Anyway, the right recasting of those characters, and to really to revive Star Wars, to revive the fuck out of Star Wars, and but it's some crazy shit. I have my own ideas about how shit works for Star Wars. So I think it would revitalize it and give it a new dimension. But some of the stuff that I'm talking about, but I'm not going to tell you. So it just, but if they were to sign a contract with me, they would have to agree that there will be no meddling with my story. You fuck with my story, you start pulling threads on the tapestry, and the whole thing unravels, and it turns into some stupid shit with your, political ideology and all that stuff, fucking it all up. This isn't about America today. We don't need to speak to certain people. We don't need representation. We don't need that. We need Star Wars, which isn't on Earth. It's in a galaxy far, far away. However, I was working on, because there's a collection of stories rattling around up here where I do connect Star Wars to Earth somehow, but I'm not saying how. Not saying how. No, not Harrison Ford, but the guy who read the lines that Harrison Ford portrayed. Not BB-8. Anyway, I need to complete this thought. Anyway, there's some stuff that happens with R2-D2. I'm not telling you what that stuff is. That would be kind of conducive to your porn film for R2-D2 in a way. But there doesn't need to be any porn in Star Wars. There really doesn't. Doing here, BB-8. Don says, I want to shag a full-breasted Wookiee, vault style. Well, somebody's shagging that Wookiee. I hope she's getting everything out of it she thought she was going to. No, don't. Michael says, I saw a story where they turned R2's father into an ATM. Oh, shit. Chessword says, Michael Haywood, if you get some boots, their hind legs will fit in with your legs. You wouldn't have that problem. Yeah, not Harrison Ford. I'm talking about the younger guy that actually played another role in another movie somewhere where he was playing a young version of the character that Harrison Ford played. But I forget his name right now. Billy Boss's R2-D2 could get it on with a Roomba vacuum cleaner. No. Come on. Michael says, it's not funny he loved his father, especially on payday. Chessboard, hello. Welcome, Chessboard. By the way. Oops. I think Buckaroo Banzai needs a reboot. Miss Maya says, oh, come on, let's see what Lockbeard can do with Buckaroo. I'm having no interest in that. Beep, bop, boop, R2-D2. Maya says, Michael, next thing you will tell me is Land of the Lost sucked too. I used to watch it when I was a kid, but it really does suck. It's stupid as fuck. It is stupid as hell. Mr. Lee says R2-D2 doesn't do porn. He just beeps a lot. It cusses a lot. That's why you knew that was why R2D2 beeps all the time, right? Because everything he says is cussing. So they had to beep it all. Every fucking word he says. Donald says, Michael Haywood, I'm hoping for another hootenanny hoedown starring you and the old buzzard. Well, old buzzard's example of, because what I would like to do, but I can't afford to do, is to set up to be able to travel to these people and live stream with them in person and talk to them. So, we have, because all the time you're running into problems with bad connection and low quality video and sound and all these problems. And so, I would need to, get the Starlink going, get mobile. I think you can do Starlink mobile. Or somehow make it work where, have mobile internet and then be able to go and travel to these places and then actually maybe even go to where they had their encounters and, beforehand and do a little bit of video there and show it during the live stream. Because, the buzzard would be a great one to go and visit and talk to. And it'd be nice to get some more clarification on, because he said he saw eye shine, and I think y'all know by now that I don't think eye shine is Bigfoot. Just don't think it's true. I think that that's one of the indicators that someone is their story isn't legit. Maybe they experienced something, they saw eye shine, but they if they're claiming that they saw a Bigfoot with shining eyes, they're probably not legit, because this is not something you would see in a primate. But yeah, I mean, this is why, it sucks that I'm probably going to have to just forget about trying to do that kind of thing with YouTube. It's just not making money, and it's got to make money. You can't do that while also trying to work regular jobs, or even just doing handyman stuff on the side. You can't do it because your contacts are in a particular place. So it's just the YouTube thing has to be its own income in order to be able to travel around, go to these different places, talk to these different people. No comment. Michael says, but I was partial to the TV show. Anthony Gruber, that's who it is, Mr. Lee. Anthony Gruber. Perfect selection, and they screwed that up. They chose whoever that other guy was. For one, they didn't need to make a Han Solo movie, but they did. And if you're going to make a young Han Solo movie, you needed to have this actor right here, Anthony Gruber. Perfect. They fucked that up. I don't know how they fucked it up, but they fucked that up. They're just dumb fucks, I guess. I know how it happened. The people who are controlling the whole thing aren't actual fans. Like, even a lot of actual fans probably don't know about this guy, but they all should. And if someone's in control of Star Wars, they should have known who this guy is. They should have known. But see, I don't know why they chose the guy they did, but he probably sucked off the right person. But you can tell the people in control of the Star Wars are not real fans of Star Wars. In fact, I think at least one of them even said so. Like, I never gave a shit about Star Wars before, something like that. Filthy mouth droids, yeah, especially R2D2, man. Billy Bob says Lost in Space had the crappiest built robot ever. Just saying. Yeah, science fiction used to be real stupid. And then it got pretty good in some cases, and then it got stupid again here in the last few years. Just got stupid. Went totally woke. There ain't no shit. Chessboard says, "Hey, Lockbeard and everybody else, welcome, Chessboard." My says, "Stupid is fun sometimes, but you have to go full on stupid. Embrace the stupid. Hold your tongue. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, damn it. Yeah. Do that every day." Did you see? Did you ever? If you watch Star Trek Voyager, the series Star Trek Voyager, every so often, they would have holodeck episodes about where it was this holodeck program was styled after pretty much it was some kind of the some of the stupid shit that makes me think of Lost in Space a little bit and other ones too, not just but the robot's stupid and it's walking really slowly and it's all clunky and it's and this robot's coming at 7 and 9. You're supposed to act like, oh, this is this really serious threat here, but 7 and 9 just opens up its front panel and shuts it down, yanks a wire or something and shuts it down. Effectively neutralize that robot. But the Arachnia episodes and I didn't really, it was okay, but for most part I thought those were just too fucking stupid, but they did them anyway. Too many holodeck episodes. Too many times a holodeck somehow becomes relevant to anything that's going on the ship. It's just they just push that too much. Do that every day. Donald says, Lockbeard, you need to do a conversation like video I sent you on the 4x4 vans. Ultimate squatching rig. I mean, that's pretty good, but I mean, hopefully, I mean, I'm probably going to be in this, and it's not 4-wheel drive for, a long time. Ideally, I'd like to go to, but I'd have to be able to afford it, right? I have to be able to afford it. It's a deuce and a half modified into basically an RV, because then you can go through goddamn anything. It blow that van out of the water if it's properly fixed up and ready to roll. Like that water, there's places that van couldn't possibly go compared to a deuce and a half. Mize waving his arms around, screaming, "Danger, Will Robinson," was useless. Yeah. Totally useless. He never listened. The Santa thing has me tied up. You got mail. What in the hell? Santa thing. And Dr. Smith. It actually got kind of neat when they remade it. But now I was like, what? Ah, shit. Why is there time travel? Was there ever time travel in the original? I don't remember. Was there any time travel in the original Lost in Space stuff? Because I don't remember it. But they had to do it. I hate. There's too much damn time travel. It's another thing they do too much in sci-fi. Billy Boss says Dr. Smith was creepy. I would never leave him alone with my kids on a strange planet. Yeah, seriously. Mr. Lee says, I am watching Let the Right One In series on Paramount. It's fantastic. You can get 7-day free trial and binge watch. Chest versus bones. I'm tongue tied. Va 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 boom. He was a weird one. I could tell he looked at Will Robson awful funny. Yeah, he was a creepy guy. Donald says you need to cover another subject on YouTube if you want to make a career out of it. You have to have many more subs and viewers to even be looked at by sponsors on the side of YouTube revenue. Yeah, but here's the deal. This is the subject we need. Legitimate investigation of paranormal subjects, because we got too many bullshit channels out there. So we need this. I don't want to cover a bullshit subject. I don't want to talk about bullshit. So if I can't do it, I guess I'm just not doing YouTube. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm not doing bullshit on here. If people want that shit, they can go watch all these other douche nozzles and Vault and LIB and all these people lying and making bullshit up and just total bullshit artists. Go watch that shit. Go watch that shit. They can just go watch that shit. I can't just make bullshit. I can't just talk about bullshit and lie to try and make YouTube work. If YouTube's not going to work with, legit shit, then I guess it's just not going to work. I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? I just, maybe all these people out here will start getting with the program and stop, because decade after decade, year after year, it's the same people just dreaming up the same bullshit and never getting anywhere, never actually discovering shit. I mean, they try to act like they do sometimes. Oh, we got this DNA, blah, blah, blah. You don't have DNA of shit. You don't have DNA evidence. Don't even act like you do. If you had DNA evidence, it would play out. It would be proven. But of course, every single one of them says, "Oh, well, there's this standing in the way and that standing in the way." Hey, I think there's some shit standing in the way, but if you had legit evidence, it would be undeniable, right? Because DNA is DNA. It's solid shit. But if you can't seem to collect a sample that they can't tear apart, saying, well, it's contaminated. Because if you got real samples that are collected correctly and you're doing, real science, then they're not going to be able to tear it apart. But you got to do it. You got to do it, go the full 9. You got to do it right. You can't be walking out there acting like you know what the fuck you're doing when you don't. And that's what a lot of these people are trying to do. And of course, you can't do this shit without a whole bunch of money. DNA testing costs money. So, but these people, there's all these people, they'd rather go and throw a bunch of money at these channels that just tell stories and just give you whatever bullshit you want to hear. Well, do you want someone to tell you what makes you feel good and what makes you props up your belief that has no evidence whatsoever, or do you want someone to give you the truth? Because if you want to live in fantasy land, you just keep on going over there, I guess. There's a bunch of people, they apparently want to live in fantasy land. How to Hunt has got so many followers, it's ridiculous. But the dude can't produce shit. He's made a bunch of claims. Maybe some of his claims are true. I don't know. He just reads emails. Okay, that's great. Well, anyone can read some fucking emails. You can go watch Cam Buckner or whatever his name is. He's just telling stories. You have no evidence there. You can't prove any of that shit's right. You can't prove that there ain't just 5 people sending all these different stories and they're all bullshit. You can't prove that they aren't doing it, for that matter. A good liar lies really well and makes you think, oh, he's this nice guy and he blah, blah, blah. Well, he might not be as nice as you think. He just knows how to act like one. and a bunch of people bought into it. So I don't know. We got the majority of people interested in Bigfoot and aliens and ghosts and all this stuff apparently want to consume utter bullshit and pump their money into utter bullshit instead of people who want legitimate scientific advancement in these subjects. And it can be, and we can have that, but we can't do it without the funding. I mean, that's just the goddamn reality. We can't do it without the funding. So I don't know what, I can't work with this. I can't work with this situation. So, I mean, the sad thing is, there's some of this shit I've tried to tell you people, and people just aren't quite getting it. They're not quite getting it. And, certain things about what reality really is, they don't want to understand it. I think I don't think they like the answer. They don't like the answer, so they don't want to listen to it, even if it's the truth. They don't want the truth. They want bullshit. They want unicorns and just lies and crap. So let them have it. Fuck, let them have it. I'm giving up. I'm about half giving up. Jess, you better settle down. Mess around, pull a muscle. Needs pointers from Poo Poo Pie. I don't want any part of that shit. The Lost City holodeck game. Yeah, he's had his bouts with them too. I'm liking hope is that slowly over time, some people see me on Rumble and see all the old back episodes, and then people start to realize, like, if we want someone who's actually gonna truly gonna try, like, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm gonna find out what the goddamn truth of some shit is, and I'm gonna tell you what the fucking truth is and show you the evidence if I can. And then so hopefully that builds up, because sooner or later all these douche nozzles are gonna get sick of just the same old bullshit year after year, the same old stories, the same old no evidence, the same old getting nowhere. Because it's all the whole thing is getting is nowhere. So that's what they want. They can keep having it, but hopefully they start to want like actual goddamn results. Chessport says, Michael, what y'all talking about, Willis? Cabot chatter. Oh, I see we got a freaking bot. I'm sure somebody got it. Timmy boy, welcome. Billy Boss says, I'm thinking an A-team Sasquatch chasing Lockbeard van. I wonder what Mr. T is doing these days. Elsa Jean sends her love, Uncle Bones. Was that the name of the bot? What's the name of the bot? UB2, hello. Welcome, Timmy boy. Got her whooped. 5 likes from you. Mr. Lee says, I want the truth and I want it now. Are you sure you want it now, Mr. Lee? Are you sure you want it now?
You can't handle the truth.
Tom Cruise is here. Welcome. Billy Boss says 17 likes, 10 likes, 7 of you are sandbagging. Oh, yeah. 7 of them are spies from over at the Vault of Clown World. who, according to YouTube, lied about getting my account taken down. Apparently, he had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. That's what YouTube told me. So, doesn't mean he didn't actually do some flagging. YouTube just said that it wasn't fucking him. They said I'm legitimately an asshole, apparently. Legitimately an asshole. You know who the lurkers are? Yeah. Refresh. Yeah. So I don't know. Let me see if I can see if anybody's planning on coming on tonight other than me. Nothing's standing out. Is anybody aware of anything? See a lot of people talking about the Twitter thing. Looking over, looks like D-Day Cobra. If you guys don't know who it is, I understand, but has a video called Elon Musk Goes Scorched Earth on Biden and Twitter. Twitter corruption exposed. Trump was right. Yeah, that's painful to say, but I guess he was. Guess he was. Timcast RL has a video. Leaks exposed. Twitter making up fake rules to justify censoring the Biden laptop story. Indeed. Yeah. The quartering, I guess, is live right now talking about Elon Musk live, talking Twitter files. Get it in here, Chandler, blah, blah, blah. Hunter's laptop. Everybody's talking about it. I think there might be still a lot of people that haven't quite realized just how big a deal this is. And then I see a Fox News saying over here, these networks ignored Twitter's Biden laptop. Biden laptop censoring revelations, and they got pictures of the icons of the emblems of ABC, CBS, NBC, because you saw where like all of a sudden some of these channels are suddenly reporting on the Biden laptop. They're like 2 years late. They're coming around 2 years late. But not that I think people should pay too much attention to Fox News, but sometimes they get some shit half right. Yeah, we got a lot, kind of political, little overly political for LOCKBEARD Phenomena, but I haven't been able to, do the random lives where I was trying to keep the political stuff mainly in the random lives, and I haven't been doing them. So, yeah. Sandbaggers. Mr. Lee says, I try to lurk on some channels, but I always end up saying hello. Donald says, hi, Lakea. Come on in the chat, sweetie. Mr. Lee says, Nikki is having Rick Dyer and Steve Calls back on her show tomorrow. Yeah. That's what it looks like. I'm just not sure how I feel about. I mean, I think the dude's been taken down pretty good. I don't know. So I don't know, why is Rick Dyer coming on here? And of course, Steve Calls, like, I've been kind of on the fence a little bit about Steve Calls. Is he truly legit or not? Is he truly legit or not? Or is he just trying to, Rick Dyer is clearly playing as an opponent here for Steve Calls, and so they can generate views with this battle, this so-called battle, or not even a battle. Like, he's talking with him friendly. Like, I don't got shit friendly to say to Rick Dyer. Dyer, you can fuck off, you fucking hoaxer. Go fuck yourself, Rick Dyer. That's pretty much all I have to say to the guy. Take your lying ass and fuck all the way off. All the way. So I don't know, like, how I feel about this bullshit right here. Like, we know Rick Dyer is a hoaxer, and like, why do I don't know why we need to talk to this guy. But I guess we'll see. We'll see what's fuck happened. Bless you. Thank you, guys. Chess versus Lockbird. All the complaint need to be in. All the compliant need to be in jail for treason yesterday, not today or tomorrow. Yeah, agreed. Everyone needs to go to jail. We're dealing with the real Nazis here, the modern day American goddamn Nazis. They're calling everyone else Nazis, but that's projection. That needs to be pointed straight back at the far left people, the woke people. They're the ones that have been acting like Nazis. They're the ones that have been censoring speech and trying to take people's rights away. They're the ones who want some excuse to off you. They do want you dead. They're nuts. And anyway, anybody that's a Nazi sympathizer, probably you can't trust them as a fellow American ever again. They cannot be trusted. At what point do you hold them accountable for supporting this entire thing that violated the rights of us all? If someone supported the Democrats, they supported the destruction of our rights and the destruction of small business, the destruction of lives. People have died because of this, whether it be in a so-called mostly peaceful protest or a faked epidemic and the injections that followed. The Democrats, everyone who has been supportive of the Democrats, shares blame in murder. I don't know how much more clearly to say it. They have killed people, and they should all be held accountable. Everyone that worked in the polls who allowed our elections to be, well, you know what happened. Jail forever. I'm done playing with these people. These people have violated the rights of so many Americans that should be a life sentence. You don't take, I mean, how many voters do you get to steal the right to vote from before it builds up? If you steal the right to vote from one voter, how much time in jail should you go to for that? These people are responsible for stealing those rights from thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions. Jail forever. Jail forever. Mr. Lee, I think next week, isn't it? I think he's going to do the pre-show tomorrow to get questions. I don't got any questions. Just all I have to say to Rick Dyer is fuck off, you hoaxer, you liar, you despicable piece of shit. Mr. Lee says Donald Nikki has pre-show tomorrow night. Yeah. Uncle Bone says Quartering made a killing last night on Top Chats. At least $5,000 just the part I watched. Yeah. I saw he was live and I was trying to watch the redacted. because Redacted was following. You know, I did catch the end of the quartering live stream when he was pretty much toast. Yeah, he is getting paid to do YouTube, and he's hired a number of people and created a business out of it. That's why I think when someone attacks your YouTube channel and gets your account flagged, or if YouTube takes it down unjustly, that they have destroyed your business, and that's a reason enough to sue them. They've attacked your business and destroyed your business unjustly. YouTube, this is the public square. You're using the internet to interact with a U.S. citizen. That means you have to respect my right to free expression, period. You don't get to censor me. There's some Section 230 up in this bitch. Yeah, wait till we look. You guys, shit's about to come down on some motherfuckers. Shit's about to come down. And you guys deserve it. And you deserve to go to jail. The people in control at YouTube who did this shit, because you're editing the content, right? You're becoming a publisher. You're not just a platform. You ever get your book? What? Mr. Lisa Maya's live pre-show in 22 hours. Beep beep. Maya says yes, but I guess that is tonight your time, right? I don't know what you talk about there. Donald says, Bones, I asked him the other day when I talked to him on the phone. He said they should have been sent out. He said he will take care of it after the holidays. Sunday morning. Hear the birds singing. Is it Sunday morning for you already? I guess it is, Mr. Lee. It's 2 a.m. where you're at, if I got my time zones correct. Billy says no vax for me. Yeah, agreed. Very much agreed. Never. And what's worse is as people find out more information about that, they're going to really, I mean, hopefully everyone that marched in and got their Nazi injections, like sincerely, like apologizes to everyone else in the world, because they contributed to allowing this shit to go this far, where they were trying to force people in order to be able to do business or work a job or do anything. They were trying to make it where you would have to get the injection. March right into the gas chambers, shall we? That's what they want us to do. And yes, it is the equivalent. It is the goddamn equivalent. Maya says, I don't know how you do it, Mr. Lee. Blackbird singing in the dead of the night. Some old saying, checks in the mail. Donald says, Uncle Bones, I'll stay on him about it. On who? On who about what? Oh, Coles. Like that tune. Billy Bob says jail forever or firing. Yeah. Kind of gotta be careful about saying that stuff on YouTube, because they get all bent. They'll Recaida law your ass. You know. I don't know if you pay attention to Recaida law. They took it down because it was on the wall thing. Put them on the wall or whatever. And I think that's kind of what he meant, but he didn't say it specifically. He didn't say I'm going to do that either. So it's not like a threat, or it's just saying like you fucked up and you probably need to be need capital punishment. if you betrayed your nation to that extent, to the extent that the Biden family has, capital punishment is an appropriate crime for treason on that level. He's basically tried to hand our nation over on a silver platter to fucking China. Mr. Lisa, speaking of the Beatles, where's Grasshopper? Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Lee. Chessboard says, cut their heads off. There'll be no problem of returning. The Englishman always choose the... shit. Uncle Bone says, Donald, I'm not worried about it. I don't even care anymore, but thanks. Michael says that Graz is bouncer in the gentleman's club on Saturday. Would like that job. I don't know that I'd like that job. Those places are disgusting, man. Nasty, nasty. Chessboard says, Lockbeard, now they are talking, no general fly. Whatever. Hopefully, Elon expands his space program to be also an airline, and just says, "Hey, that's fine. We on our airline. If you've had the jab, we don't want you. We don't need the possibility of you just dropping dead mysteriously on a flight." So if you've had a jab, you can't fly our airline. Get the fuck out of here. We need a no jab only airline. That I'll fly that one. If I fly, I don't fly anywhere. I prefer to keep my feet on the damn ground. I don't know that I'll ever set foot in the airport again if I can help it. I think I'd like to keep my feet on the ground. If I need to go overseas, I'll drive to the shore and get on a boat like a civilized person. Take a nice cruise to Europe, perhaps. I'll drive up to Mr. Lee's house. I'll pull a Donald Trump. I'll put a MAGA hat on. I'll say, Mr. Lee, get in, pussy. We're going to make Britain great again. Chessboard says Donald the feely touchy didn't stop it. Donald said it. Bet if no one flew, that order would be squashed. It is like a lot of shit's about to go down. People are just not putting up with the bullshit anymore, and money talks. So that's why Iger got rehired and stuff like that. I think because they're starting to figure out, okay, we done played this bitch out. We tried to manipulate society there, and because we pushed so hard, there's a major pushback. People are sick of our bullshit, and the fucked up thing is they've actually caused. And I've tried to explain this shit to people for fucking decades. This is basic shit. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And that applies to so many things. This isn't just science, it's also cultural. So if you push, they thought they were going to push their bullshit on the right. And they push and they push and push. And now look what happened. The left, you far lefty fucks, listen to me. Roe v. Wade got reversed because of what you did. You pushed and you pushed, and what happens? There's a pushback. And it snapped that rubber band. That rubber band snapped. And it flew right back to before Roe v. Wade. You did that. The Democrats, that's your fault. Do you understand what I'm fucking telling you? You think you're just because, the Republicans are being douchebags. The Republicans would have never been able to achieve that if it wasn't for what you guys have been doing in recent years. You've been pushing this more and more ridiculous shit, and you've motivated Republicans to push back so hard that they were able to get rid of Roe v. Wade. Holy shit. Do you understand the enormity of this shit? Do you understand the shitstorm that's coming your way? Your entire party is about to get fucking destroyed, man. And I am going to make popcorn. Just watch and just, like, you know, I don't like the Republicans either, but I'm going to enjoy watching the Democrat Party get torn to fuck. And you guys will never win an election again. And if you guys keep fucking around and you piss off the right enough, the right can fuck your shit up. So you guys can go. You thought you accomplished some shit when you burned some businesses and did some looting and all that shit. You pussies have no idea what if the right gets that unruly. That city would be level as fuck and no one left alive. That's what the left doesn't understand. You motherfuckers just run around like a bunch of hoodlums acting all the fool. If the right got as unruly as you were, the city is level. There's no fucking city left. They will fuck that shit to rubble. So I hope you Democrats out there understand that you fucked up. You should have played it a lot more cool, but no, you had to be douche nozzles. Never flew, never will fly, says Donald. Never will fly. Mr. Lee says Elon Musk has his own show now. It's called the Elon Musk Show. My girlfriend has been watching it. She says I should watch. I don't know if I can be bothered though. Where is he? I haven't heard about that. Where is he doing that at? Mr. Lee says money talks. Dirty cash, I need you. Dirty cash, I want you. Mr. Lee says, LOCKBEARD, you have it for Democrats? Mr. Lee, after what the Democrats have done in recent years to my nation, destroyed my liberty, disrupted my life, made it so hard to do anything, to buy anything, to work, they've fucked everything up so badly. They murdered thousands upon thousands of people between riots and jabs. They murdered people. This party, the Democrat Party, must be completely and utterly destroyed. And everyone goes to jail. Everyone that was complicit, that was part of this shit. If you were at a BLM protest, you were supporting the rioters. You were trying to, we're a peaceful protest. No, you were providing cover for the rioting, the looting, the burning, the arson. There were murders that took place. There were rapes. So if you took part in BLM, that was a domestic terrorist organization tearing our cities apart and attacking U.S. citizens and destroying property, burning, looting, rioting. You guys are guilty too. You contributed it. You provided cover for the BLM terrorist activities. Therefore, you go to jail too. Everyone goes the fuck to jail. I'm not prepared to listen to any kind of fucking excuses from Democrats anymore. I was willing to have some kind of civil conversation with Democrats in the past because, sometimes you could have one. No, fuck you all. You, even if you think I'm a good Democrat. I'm one of the good. I'm not like these crazy people. You let it happen. Did you vote for fucking shit like Hillary Clinton? Did you vote for Hillary Clinton? If you voted for Hillary Clinton, you're a goddamn enemy of this nation. I want everyone to go to jail. I'm fucking sick of the Democrats. Fuck them. And destroy them. They need to be destroyed. That party needs to go the fuck to hell. So, yeah, I have it out for the fucking Democrats. Fuck the Democrats. They've fucked up our world. They've murdered people. They've destroyed our liberty. Bye. It's time to destroy the Democrats. Completely and utterly. Jen's here. Welcome. We're about to wrap her up, but thanks for dropping in. Chessboard says AOC said Roe v. Wade was the only two ways they had to cross the Rio Grande. What? Oh my God. I don't agree with AOC on this. I think that as we send illegal criminals who have invaded our nation that shouldn't be here and should all be removed immediately, I don't think they should be required to row or wade. I think that we should deliver them all back across the border via catapult. Very large catapult. We had some extra tension in that catapult too, depending on where they need to go. Where are you going? You going to Guatemala? Okay, screw that thing down tight. We're gonna fling these guys pretty far. We might give them parachutes if they well, they need to bring your own parachute. Bring your own parachute. Where Jen was at? Well, she's here now. Out with some friends. Donald says, "Is the leader beyond still living like a queen?" Yeah, that whole deal, man. Which that turned a lot of people against them once they realized they got fucked. Beatley Bob says, in a world of peaceful protests, be a Kyle Rittenhouse. Yeah, man, that guy triggers the fuck out of them, man. Mr. Lee said, Elon Musk. It's on BBC. Really? Let me see if I can. What's he doing on BBC? Well, that's a YouTube link, though. It's a YouTube link.
We're faced with a choice. Which future do you want?
It's a trailer. You sure this is real? Is she actually watch? Has there been episodes already, or is this just some fan-made trailer? Because it could be just a fan-made trailer. But you said she watched it, right? She did watch it herself. Donald says that would be a viral video. Lockbeard, we can use my rock launcher I built to entice a fight with Bigfoot. It will launch illegals for sure. Yeah. But hopefully people on the right really stand their ground and keep pushing forward, because we need to get to a point where we can have a president that says, all right, here's the deal. All illegal immigrants, you know who you are guilty of an illegal trespassing upon our land. You don't belong here. And in America, trespassers get the shotgun, right? But we'll give you 2 weeks. 2 weeks notice, because we know you're all here trying to work illegally, right? We'll give you 2 weeks notice. 2 weeks to get your ass out of the United States. We'll just let you walk right across the border, right out of here. And if you're still here after 2 weeks, we treat you as if you are a trespasser. I bet they'll fucking leave then. Chessboard says Donald follow the FBI that shot Weaver's wife on the Ridge. Yeah, Ruby Ridge was defended by Bill Barr. Fact. Yeah, they will prove the FBI. See, if you think this corruption with them is just a recent thing, it's not. They've always been an evil organization. They shot a woman as she held a baby. They shot a woman. They shot a woman while she was holding a baby. You know, attacked the religious cult. Yeah, they were a cult. There were some weirdos. There was some crazy shit going on in there. But they made an example of those people in Waco. They launched damn near a full-scale military assault on some people that hadn't really done much of anything wrong. Not in a free nation. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Thank you. It's all on BBC Player, all episodes, the Elon Musk show, yes. Billy Bob says at my house, trespassers get the 357. It is a form of weaponry that you are not allowed, Mr. Lee, in your country. But you should be. Your government doesn't want you to be armed because they fear armed citizens will be able to stop them from taking your rights away. Armed citizens is how you keep liberty, but you kind of got to be willing to actually do what the founding fathers did on occasion in order to keep that liberty. We haven't done it in a while in the United States, and that's just objective fact. Recent events, I blow the dust off my arsenal. Yeah. So I guess this looks like it's the Elon Musk show trailer on BBC.
We're faced with a choice. Which future do you want?
He could see the way the world was going.
From the age of 3, I thought he was a genius.
He would be screaming in his sleep trying to escape something.
He's so dangerous.
Sure, ever was worth it.
Yeah. Playing a little David Bowie there. It's a little tiny handgun. Chessboard says, Billy Bob, my motto is if you're found here at midnight, you will be found here in the morning. Yeah. Follow that motto yourself, Donald. Yep. Let me see here. Put that up there. Put that up there. Bam. Surprised they allow that to come up in the search results on YouTube. You might be able to get some idea from the pictures, Mr. Lee, what a 357 is. Squash Cowboy says, howdy, y'all. What's up, Cowboy? Welcome to the chat. Mr. Lee says, but I have perfected the headbutt. That's effective, man. Did you learn proper headbutt from King of the Hill? From Cotton? I think Cotton had a mean headbutt. Yeah, tiny little gun. Feeling better. Well, we've gone over 2 hours. I don't know if we accomplished shit though. Proper headbutt, yes. But was it a cotton, a King of the Hill cotton headbutt? Squatch Cowboy says Cotton was a bad dude. He had no knees either. No knees. No knees. Billy Bob says mine is just like the nickel-plated one shown, but with wood grips. Donald says being without weapons is okay, but I bet there are many knife murders in the UK. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Lee's brought that up before, that there is. The reality is if people want to hurt each other, they'll find a way. You know, guns don't cause violence. Humans are just violent, and that's just the way it is. Dan Boy says, "Living the dream." Mr. Lee says, "Donald, no shit, fella. Many knife murders." Anyway, we should probably wrap this up.
Look like a tasty teenage boy.
She still hasn't remote viewed the object designated as Lockbeard 2. And she never will. She never will. Maybe we should play Donald's clip. Where's Donald's clip at? Where is it at? Somewhere here. There it is. And Timmy, of course. But since we're talking about weapons, we got to talk about one of the best characters. Probably one of my top 10 favorite characters in any kind of movies or TV shows ever would be this guy.
Man, Bert, you put a whole new shine on the word overkill.
When you need it and don't have it, you sing a different tune.
Yep, Bert Gummer. I'm pushing for a knife ban. Chessport says, Lockbeard, any day your feet hit the floor, you have accomplished something. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. The boss have 25.6 for hitting the trespassers a quarter mile away. Yeah, he ain't playing around. Well, he doesn't regularly come on, but he has been on occasion coming on. I don't see him on. So yeah. I don't think. Well, let me see here. Let me try to go to his channel. Yeah, because he streamed about a week ago. Well, exactly 1 week ago. But we're after 8 now. So imagine if he's not on, he's not going to be on. Great coyote gun. Nothing posted. I don't see anything either. Trimmer's fantastic film, says Mr. Lee. Yep, it's pretty cool, man. They got stupid with the sequels and stuff, though, and and the TV show. Like, it's just so many times, like so many different stuff. If they make sequels, you gotta do it right, you know. Otherwise, don't do a sequel unless you're gonna do it right. And they didn't really do it right. Tremors 2, I still thought was pretty good. Tremors 3, shit's starting to get fucking crazy because now you got ass blasters. That was stupid. The Tremors 2, the reproductive, the way it's just stupid, dumb. I mean, they're trying to be smart, but they just didn't quite hit the mark. Didn't quite hit the mark. And then the series just got stupid. And then the movies, 4 and 5, and Cold Day in Hell. It was just getting more and more ridiculous bullshit. Ma Bell would reach out and touch someone. Yeah. Damn coyotes. Nah, man. I need to wrap her up. Yeah, but it only stuns Dog Man. Yeah, Reba played in the first one, and then they had some stupid thing about them getting a divorce or some shit for the sequel. But at least Burt Gummer was back. He was in the story, and he wasn't the main character in the first movie. He's one of the leading roles, but he wasn't the main character. The two main characters were Val and Earl, and of course we never see Val again. Wonder why. We see Earl again, but again, that character, and they really could have kept it on with Fred Ward, who played him, but for whatever reason they didn't. But you can't beat Burt Gummer, and I think they just kind of realized Burt Gummer was the character that really shined the most, and was really cool. Tremors 2, it's not completely rubbish, but it's quite a bit of rubbish in it. Does Joe or Chessboard have your email? Cowboy has my email. You can get it if he has time. You can send it to Chessboard. But yeah, I mean, Tremors was kind of a goofy movie, though. But man, I just feel like that the initial idea had a seed. It was a seed of a good idea, but it just never got properly realized. A real person with a real imagination, not just someone going through the motions. Let's just throw some shit on film and so people watch it. Well, yeah, but do you want to make something that's going to be a true work of art, and it's going to stand the test of time really, really well?
Never need to see another one of those for the rest of my damn life.
Works, Donald. Chessboard don't like you. You boys need to hug and make up. And where's Western New York Bigfoot Investigation Group tonight? Where's Joe at?
You, sir, are officially an Uber driver.
All right. Time to wrap her up. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Please go over to Rumble and subscribe to the Lockbeard channel on Rumble. Really need the subs over there to keep the channel going on Rumble in case YouTube decides they just don't want no Lockbeard up in here, which they might. Bally Boss says, before I forget, thanks for inviting us chatters to hang with you in the van this evening. Been a good stream. Don't give up on the YouTube dream. I'll try. You're welcome, Donald. Thanks for coming, man. Bone says it's Bigfoot penis night, Lockbeard. Bigfoot penis night. Yeah. Douchebags hit it, says Mr. Lee. Later, Timmy. Thank y'all for coming. See you next time.